Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. We pick up a crux and continue onwards. A pilgrim's crux is ours. Let's open up this door, I say. Let's open it up indeed, though there is a side room over here with a troubled archaeologist in it.
I've been surveying the desert all these long years. But I have been completely flummoxed by those cursed tablets.
And she's still repeating herself, so she must be the same person from before. Whoa, that's a long hallway full of skeletons, that's for sure. Should we open up the door instead of continuing onwards, though? Because the time's coming for us to start teleporting around and seeing other towns again.
Alright, you can't break the seal with brute force. Not surprising. I'd say this is a shortcut out of the ruins. Good to know if you need to get back to the desert fast. Since you went to the trouble of unsealing the door, why don't you follow the path and see exactly where it leads?
Well, I would, but I found myself another pilgrim's crux first of all, and a quest.
Oh, thank goodness. It looks like someone who might be of some use has finally shown up. I was beginning to think that the world might end before that would happen. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, stranger. I am an exploratory rover bot called Bhakti.
What is this? An AI? Why are you here?
Oh, there are so many things I could tell you, and I would love to, but I'm afraid I'm most dreadfully low on fuel. And so I must ask you to consider my most unworthy plea before any explanations can be given.
Okay then, in an isolated chamber of the sacred grove in the temple ruins, Lightning finds an exploratory rover bot called Bhakti. It seems he's almost out of fuel, but Lightning might be able to help him. This quest has a time limit, you say? Ah.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yes, I could tell you are intelligent. It is just as you suspect. I hope that you might assist me in procuring fuel. Of the robot variety.
You expect me to head out into this huge desert and hope I'll strike oil?
Oil? I am a precision instrument. No, I need specific fuel from these locations. Near the sundry shop. In the bandit settlement. Beside the Adamantis skeleton. Somewhere at the base of that lofty and once great lighthouse. Those are the only locations I have detected so far. However, there may be others yet that I am unaware of.
I can have a look. How much do you need?
Ah, a worthy question. I think about 3 inertia worth should get me by long enough. I am depending on your assistance. I need that fuel to save my comrades as soon as I possibly can.
There are more of you?
Yes, and I expect my comrades are most eagerly awaiting me. And now you should feel an emotional responsibility to help me, should you not? I'm so glad that we could bond like this.
That is some programming you have.
Okay, you just need one more inertia of fuel for Bhakti. It seems that robots like that Bhakti were used by the bandits to help map out the ruins once. I'm surprised that any of the bots are still functioning.
It certainly looked its age, but it carried on a conversation fine enough. Someone did a good job.
I don't think those kinds of bots came with conversational functions. I guess someone must have tinkered with it.
Well, I hope that in completing this quest I could get a map or something, but monsters came about next, so with that said, T shell, T protect, feet down! Don't hit me. We know what we want. We want to know how we want to defeat them. Because we've got to start warping out from here, actually, so a little bit more EP that we gain from doing this fight will do us quite nicely. Well, at this point in time, we kind of need to get out. So with that said, let us warp away after picking up some more yellowed skulls to Yusnaan. Alright, so we'll be back here ASAP, and I'm pretty sure that shortcut we opened up was probably the north area where we met the merchant. So with that said, we got at least 2 quests to do here. Maybe we can't give in the quest just yet, mind you. Because of course, Tomesso might not be standing around for us to give him the glasses at this time. It was late at night we saw him. Well, we've got to be there for free to hand it in, and maybe we can look for a little bit of a Canvas of Prayers quest as well while we're at it. I wonder if any more have appeared in town while we've been away. It'd be nice to pick up some food as well to restore any health deficits.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true. Everyone!
I try, I really do try. Right, we still got Global Staying Sharp and Shoot for the Sky. Staying Sharp one's the one we need to do, so 4 PM somewhere around Yusnaan, and I think someone said it's where the robots spawn.
The dead dunes is a path.
So I'll have to check that out. Shall I Chronostasis? Well, I shouldn't Chronostasis yet, that's for sure. It's not 3 o'clock yet, and we'd be shutting off our chance for getting the glasses we're after. So I'll have a Behemoth Burger, a Behemoth Burger, and then head round to see our alchemist friend. Sorry, Gordon Gourmet, we should have really shopped at yours, shouldn't we? I know it's rated... CDs is rated 5 stars by Gordon Gourmet. He works there. Isn't that a bit of a conflict of interest? Just saying. It's not exactly that good to be advertising your thing like that. I'm a gourmet and my shop's the best. Haha. At least we have enough EP now to still teleport back around, because of course we've got dates back in Luxerion as well. Let's see if we can get them done as fast as possible with our poison potion used. Let's report the results.
So, did you try my new nectar? Did it have any effect?
Yes, it really did.
Ah, that is wonderful news.
Except the effect wore off too quickly. It has to last longer to be really useful.
A simple matter. For the purposes of the experiment, I deliberately reduced the potency, in case of side effects, you see. It will be the work of mere seconds to mix a more concentrated and potent version. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. This latest iteration I have named Miracle Nectar. Drink it to soothe your soul and restore your psyche, meaning it will free you from curses, leaving you mentally prepared to face any foe.
I don't believe you. That's what you said the first version was supposed to do, but it didn't do a thing.
I forget that you are a mere layperson and need things spelled out. On that occasion, I was referring to the goal of my research. Now I am presenting the results. Anyway, do try it.
Alright, a vial of miracle nectar is ours, though I need to sell something. Ah, haven't I got too many things, or have I used remedies? I have used them, haven't I? During battle, drink the nectar when played with 3 or more status elements. The potion will remove any and all curses. Report your findings to me. So, perfect to use against Earth Eaters. That would be nice indeed. Get rid of all those debuffs, but then of course we try not to get them on me in the first place is usually a good thing. Frame rate, come back up. Because we need... Go over to here, but it's not 3 o'clock just yet.
Powers, come in and transform yourself into a brand new you.
Thank you, unsure person. I want a level boost, though, because I'm wondering if I can boost up the poison I currently have equipped. Which would not be a bad idea. The duration would go up quite nicely, I'm sure. So ATB cost is down. The magic effect time is up just a little bit. I will take that. It probably scales really nicely with my weapon, after all. All that said and done, let's continue onwards.
See you.
See you indeed. Right then, 3 o'clock is hitting. We're here on time. This is the place, right? Aha! Someone is loading in.
Welcome. These are our big sellers.
I bet I'm first one here to buy them.
You're a lucky lady. We sell these things as fast as we can stock them.
Thank you for the gift glasses, sir. Right then. Time to go find that item then for our Canvas of Prayers quest with the power of editing, because I'm going to be looking around quite a bit, I'm sure. So as usual, with your guys' help, we reach what we need. The quest item is here, so let's pick it up for our Canvas of Prayers quest. The power booster is ours. And then continue over to Luxerion, because of course we can hand this one in anywhere we want. So EP abilities, teleport to Luxerion South we should be going. Because we got some talking to do. Let's get over there with a rose from a dead hand being our last quest completed. and pick up some lovely stuff on the ground. Well, I'll take a bronze medal straight away. So this is the station we're going to be using to get back to the desert there. And of course, we have a certain crying girl to talk to first and foremost. So, Luka.
You're back! Do you want to buy some tears? I should warn you, though, I had to raise the price a little.
How come? Give me a reason why. Well, it's 50 gil, it's nothing really.
Explain to me why I should have to pay more than before.
Are you questioning the market value of my tears? They're special. Only for special people.
All right. You've talked yourself up quite a bit. Well, show me what you've got.
No, I can't. Not for you.
You've certainly got a knack for testing my patience.
Since you already gave me your money, I'll tell you a big secret instead. Do you know how I cry for people? Can you imagine the things I think of?
Something sad, like your pointless existence?
No, Miss Smarty Pants. I don't think of anything. I just empty my head. Then, like magic, the tears come.
So, you're a born fraud.
You mean actress. I had a great mentor.
Who was that?
My acting coach. He's the one who taught me to become one with my role. Without him, I'd have gone nowhere. Master that, and the acting would come naturally. He taught me everything I know. This might seem silly, but I kept acting to spend time with him.
You really cared for him.
I loved him. I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. But look at me. Even though we spent decades together, he never stopped treating me like a child. Who can blame him, really? He died some time ago in an accident. I didn't have the heart to keep acting after that. I just couldn't. Without him watching my performance, it all seemed so pointless.
So that's why you quit.
I thought it was time. I went through a few things after that, nothing I'll bore you with. And now I'm here, selling my tears. So this is my calling.
That's an optimistic way to look at things. But I have to ask, doesn't the past make you cry?
Tears dry up, you know. I cried every day for 100 years after he passed away. But not anymore. I can cry to keep my business going, but that's something completely different. And that's enough talk for today.
She's awfully cheerful for someone who cries for a living, don't you think?
She does seem happy, at least on the surface. But sometimes people laugh when they're crying on the inside.
That's for sure. Right, we'll just re-top our HP. There's a mystery pulp here. And get heading to our other chat. And so we return to Armand. To continue our chat with him, Armand, what you have to say?
Hey, are you ready to tell me more about your friend? His story's pretty intriguing.
Oh, you're back. I knew you couldn't stay away forever. I wager you're dying to hear the rest of my friend's story. Now, where were we? Oh, right. He'd gotten transferred to a department that handled big stories and was given a huge one himself. It was a bribery case in Yusnaan. The woman suspected of the crime held quite a high position in the order.
Corruption at the very top of the church hierarchy, huh? Sounds like a pretty big story, all right.
It was indeed. Quite scandalous, actually. My friend pursued the case with a vengeance and published articles about it every day to keep the public informed of the facts. The woman was subjected to heavy criticism. A little too much, in fact. Turns out my friend was right about one thing. The saying is true. The pen is mightier than the sword. Unable to cope, she killed herself.
That must have been tragic for your friend. But he simply told the truth, that's all.
Well, the real tragedy is what followed. Shortly after her death, a document was uncovered. This document provided invaluable evidence in the case. It exonerated her of her crime. She was innocent.
So the articles written by your friend drove an innocent person to take her own life?
Yes, he couldn't bear such a burden. I mean, who could? I'll have to tell you the rest of the story at another time.
So yet another visit for both of them, it seems. Well, time to return to the station then. And continue along with our journey in the Dead Dunes. Let's get going. So we return to the Dead Dunes with many a canvas of prayers quest done though. Let's speak to Chocolina first. I was thinking instead of warping straight back down into the ruins, that we could actually head over to where the lighthouse is and get that oil as we pop down, because it's so near the location that we'll be re-entering, which I'm imagining takes us down from the temple ruins north and slides down inside to see them. Not too sure on that fact, but I think I'll head round to there. But first and foremost, let's hand in all these quests before we go on our next destination, our next trip.
Lena, the canvas of prayers is ready for your viewing pleasure.
Because I must have tons of these done. And with that said, hopefully, a trickle, a small stats equals one proper side quest, you know what I mean? Or even better, that one even got me 20 HP, 1 strength and 2 magic, which is more than we normally get for a side quest. Biologically speaking, is done well with the dried scales. What do we get for that? I guess a lot smaller rewards, strength plus 1. We've got banned goods, goblet hairballs. And that'll get me even more stuff. LeBro's rainbow tattoo, in fact. And magic plus 1. Climbing the ranks. Number 1, Dead Man's Teeth times 5. We have 50. Not much of a reward for that one. I was wondering if we'd get another quest for that. Lizard Tail times 3. Lucky Charm is complete. We've got Pride and Greed for Yellowed Skulls. Didn't even check what my reward was there, went too fast. And then Power Booster level 1, which we of course picked up for another global quest completion. I think the canvases should be given in anywhere, but we got 2 new quests here. Miracle Vintage as well, or we got to accept the quest, but we might actually... Oh no, we don't have enough yet. Have you ever seen pot pieces? I mean, fragments from the pots that Schrodinger's hang out in. Well, space-time is all twisted inside those things. It's the quantum entanglement, or something like that. The point is, I've been told by reliable sources that if you pour cheap wine into a reassembled pot, it'll instantly become 1,000-year-old vintage. I've got to try that. Just need to find some pot shards. We need to kill 5 more of those Schrodingers then. Apart from that, we've also got heightened security. So the orders come down from the gang bigwigs that we've got to tighten up security around here. Turns out them priests from Luxerion are trying to muscle in on our turf. We've got to post more lookouts and stock up on weapons. Do it fast. Where am I going to get the supplies? I mean, for starters, I need an organic carapace. That ain't easy, you know how big those Gurungatchas are? Well, I do. They're very easy to kill, actually. They're brilliant for EP farming, I've got to say. And so we'll get 1 strength and 2 magic again. I like those ones a lot more, so now only 3 Canvas of Prayers quests remain here. And so I head off to see about a lighthouse. And so we reach the path to the Oasis Lighthouse, with the Afro Cactair still standing there. We do, however, have ourselves a Pilgrim's Crux and knowing what to do with them now. We'll disable this tornado, this sandstorm will be gone. The monument reacts to the crux, the sandstorm begins to weaken. And will that thing stay to fight or run away? Hello, Afro Cactair. 1,000 needles? Well, I don't like the sound of that. You absorb Blizzard, unleash physical and magic attacks, yada yada yada. The effect is great with fire tribute attacks. So we're going to be using Flame Spark, but we can't poison it, we can't de-protect it, and we can't de-shell it. So this whole thing is useless, apart from his needles are stuck in his hair. Oh, he absorbs ice, I know that much, but still. What are we aiming to do exactly? Oh, that's bad. Right, so I can't give it the statistics that Fang needs to work off of here. And I can't exactly guard that, can I? Let's hope some Gale Strikes go in. I'm sorry about your hair being stuck and all. Right, you're still resistant to everything. We got to still do physical and magic attacks during it. So it affects better with Fire one. Well, you say that, but I just need to keep pressuring him. Get him staggered. Armor Breaker. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it bouncing around. You're just humiliating me now. And man, did I fly through the air for quite a bit, but your needles are stuck in your hair, sir. Should not have worn afro today. Will I even be able to get a second stagger at this rate? Well, 1,000 needles comes out. Got him loose. Well, I don't like that. It's so close to staggering you. Are we still during your first stagger? Doesn't seem it. This is going on for a third one now or something. It's still resistant to everything after all. He's just rotating in a weird way. Defeating him seems entirely complicated, especially with me flying around.
The fight will be honest.
And I can't really hit him with anything. This is getting on my nerves. I don't have the abilities to do it. None of this stuff works. I can just cast him to do a tiny amount of damage, but even 1,000 needles cuts through the guard? Let's say if I needed anything now, I just have to hit him 180 or so times, don't I? Rare distribution, I don't care. I just want this guy to go away. He's on his ground for once, at least. To be honest, I'd rather just lance at him and regain a little bit of HP. He's just flipping me up and around all the time, looking all goofy. Cactair. I wish I could explain how much I hate you.
What's your most valuable treasure?
Because you just keep hurting me so much. I hate you. I hate you with a vengeance. Right, with that, I'm just going to use the hero's potion. Completely the wrong time to be using it. But at this point in time, I just want him to go away. Though I may have got stagger again, which means movement's down, finally it's defeated. Fragment of kindness gain there. Defeated every Cactair, so I exterminated them. And a Cactair doll. That was horrible. Well, it's not counted the last one in the fact that it hasn't dropped me an item, but we continue onwards towards the Lighthouse next episode after a horrible, horrible, horrible fight against Cactair with his crazy afro. Tune in next time for more Lightning Returns, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.